Bienvenue. Fuck. Oh, I hit myself. Anyway, welcome. Happy Monday. Hope you guys have had a fantastic weekend. And yeah, hope the weather's nicer where you were at. We had, and sorry, preface this, but I feel like, small talk a little bit to warm it up. So I always let you guys know how the weather is out here. But we had some nice 50 days. Sun was out. Everything was great. And I think it's supposed to snow tonight. Yeah. Anyway, happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing great. I missed you guys. Hope you missed me too. Now, let's get to it. Real Madrid and Barcelona and Atletico. Huge matches. Well, Real Madrid can't afford to lose anymore. Story of the entire season, right? This has been going on since like late November or mid-November, whatever. They can't afford to lose anymore, especially the fact that they lost against Espanyol last week. Excuse me for the mess in the background. I don't know if you guys can see that, but anywho, take on Getafe. Team at home, win 3-1, played well, tune-up game before PSG this week, or tomorrow actually. And a lot of questions regarding Modric and Kroos. Are they going to play, or are they not going to play? But I guess they resumed training a couple days ago, so it looks like they might get some minutes. Who knows? The other question mark being Marcelo. He got I think he got about half an hour against, is it Getafe? Maybe. Whatever opponent they beat 3-1. And it all looks like Marcelo's going to be a go. Now, to the main event of the weekend, especially for the two teams up top, Atletico and Barcelona being the league leader. It had a ton of implications, right? If Atletico won, they were within 1 point, 2 points, 1 or 2 points, and obviously since Barcelona won, they extended that gap between first and second to up to 8 points now. And barring any Barcelona stumble, which I don't know, the only team that can maybe potentially, but who knows? It's La Liga. They just recently tied against Las Palmas, which was a whole controversy in and of itself. But if I have time and don't make this too long, I'll get into that. Barring anything from them, unless they lose 3 or 4, which I don't know. I don't know how likely that looks, right? But it is football and anything can happen. But it doesn't look like they're going to lose La Liga. Sure, they still have Real Madrid at home. I think they still have Valencia and Villarreal. Or maybe not Valencia, Sevilla. And they still have La Copa del Rey final as well. So they're almost there, right? But obviously you can't get lackadaisical. It's football. Anything can happen. But that match, Atletico-Barcelona, was, I don't know, it wasn't as advertised, I'd say. A silly foul by Thomas on their defensive third, and Lionel Messi buries a brilliant free kick, right? That Oblak can't really do much. I think he does get his hand on, but he just can't do much. I don't understand why defenders like to cut off Messi's right and let him dribble left. So that's what happened on the foul that Thomas did. He's going left, so Thomas fouls him. Now, what I think is cut off his left. Easier said than done, right? Because he's one of the all-time greats. But cut off his left, make him dribble with his left going right? I mean, it's obviously his weaker foot. So I will take my chances him going right than him going left. And of course, I've seen Messi do this millions of times where you're cutting off his left, kind of just throws the ball over your back foot, the supporting foot, and, or I guess it would be, it'd be like the right foot of the defender, and he just goes around. But if you can force him right, do it, right? Obviously, easier said than done, me sitting here telling you guys how to do it, but I just don't understand why. It should be like, if you're ever facing Barcelona, force them left, or force them right, excuse me. Like, that should just be the motto. Forget everybody else, force them right. Now, that was the only goal, and then the second half, Atletico, the first half was horrid by Atletico. They did nothing. I think Koke and Gabi were extremely poor, particularly Koke. Man, a couple years ago, you could have made an argument he was one of the best midfielders in the game. Right now, especially after that match, you kind of scratching your head. You're like, this guy was supposed to be Xavi's successor, but so yeah, I don't know where the hell Koke is going, has been going. I don't know. But yeah, the second half by Atletico, the analysts and commentators will say it was better. It was a little bit better, but I still sense this too urgent. There was just too many long balls being played, right? They try to get Costa or Griezmann over the top, and while yes, you can try it and do it occasionally, I think there was just a little bit too much of that. There was no creativity, right? Gavi, Koke, Thomas, who eventually ended up going to right back. There's just nothing there. It was just kind of give it to Griezmann, see what he can do, and then Correa came in and he gave him a little bit of a spark. Nothing that changed the outcome of the game, right? But yeah, I just felt like Atletico was trying too hard instead of trying to possess a little bit, trying to see if they could break down the defense. They were just trying to get the goal back with these long balls over the top, which clearly didn't work. And yesterday, I haven't been watching a ton of Atletico, but I see why they're in the Europa League and why they got knocked out of the Champions League, right? It's not that Cholo Simeone defending that we saw maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago, right? Where they did go to 2 Champions League finals. Where it was that hard-nosed, everybody moved in unison, kind of defending. And offensively, the midfield could control the game and create. And Griezmann and Fernando Torres and whoever was up there kind of killed you up top. So that team just wasn't what we saw on Sunday. And I also think Cholo Simeone's time is up. It should have been up last year, maybe 2 years ago. I think he was. It's not that he's not a great coach. I just feel like extending your stay at a place, especially when you've played so well and the group of players you've had play so well for a good 5 years, it's hard to maintain that and bring in the new guys and ask for the new guys to kind of bring in that same philosophy, right? Or create the same outcome. I mean, I think it's great that he's still battling for a Liga title, but I don't know if I think that Diego Simeone chance kind of winning the Champions League, I think that ship sailed. My guess is Atletico parts ways with Cholo this summer, or he leaves. Similar to what Pep did in Barca, right? He knew I think it was 4 or 5 years, he knew that he left at the peak, right? I mean, then he gave it up to, I think it was another one, and then Enrique came in. But yeah, it's not going to be something that's going to stay forever. So, Atletico now 8 points back. Real, I think 15, 14, something ridiculous. It seems impossible, but they do still have another Clásico to go, which at this point, if Real keeps dropping points, it's meaningless. See, nope, sorry, excuse me. So yeah, I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. That's gonna be it for today. I was gonna touch on. I did see some Chelsea. I did see some Bayern. Chelsea taking on Manchester City, which Manchester City just dominated the entire game. I can't believe Chelsea. It's ridiculous how big of a drop Chelsea went from winning La Liga, the EPL, to their style of play. Anyway, I didn't want to make this too long, but I evidently probably did. And this week we have Champions League, Real Madrid in Paris taking on the Neymarless PSG. And then the other big match, I think there's others, but I think Liverpool is 5-0. They're not going to lose at home. Ridiculous. They're just not even going to lose. I think the other one might be Bayern, which again is not going to lose. But the other match is going to be Juventus-Tottenham in London. And that's going to be another great game on Wednesday. Real Madrid tomorrow, Tuesday. Yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. Hope you guys have an awesome week. And I'll be seeing you guys here in a couple of days after Champions League action. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Tell me you hated it if I talked too damn much. But it would mean a lot if you guys commented, liked, shared, subscribed. Have an awesome day, guys. Take care. Much love.